Good morning, everyone. I am out here at Hopper Farm again. I made it up yesterday. We fared pretty well in this area. Somehow this little pocket didn't get hit at all by the storm, really. Got a lot of rain and some trees down, but nothing too serious. My heart this week has been with all of our neighbors in neighboring counties, and I am grieving the loss of people and trees and just all the loss. It's a lot. But for today, I'm gonna work on this cabin a little bit. Thankfully, it's still standing, and enjoy nature for a little bit. All the grief. It's a lot. I split my time between here and Atlanta, and I have a cabinet shop with my family that I work in Atlanta, and we actually have our shop on a floodplain, and we got flooded a little bit. I'll insert some footage in here so you guys can see. So, you know, a pain in the ass, but nothing got destroyed. Spent some time prepping and spent some time cleaning up, and it's really not bad at all. Pretty scary though, you know, by all accounts. So I'm here now, and we're going to work on this cabin today and be grateful that it's still standing and that all my friends are fine. You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to wander around and see what strikes my fancy. I think I might work on the gaps between the logs today. It's a little damp outside and pretty humid, as is per usual in this area. But the logs may be damp, which also may help with adhesion. I will look up the ratios, but yeah, let's try and make this thing a little bit more airtight. So we did a little test run a couple weeks ago when I was here, and we put this part in. And this is just to fill in the, you know, the big old gaps between the big old logs. And I'm going to do a little bit more today, and I'll show you guys the mix and how I'm going to figure out how to put it on. I bought a couple trowels today. So we've got this wire mesh in here, and it's just stapled in. And the idea is for the water to shed off this way. So you put this a little bit further back than this in the front. But yeah, that's the backing. And then we'll come in from the inside and put a little bit of insulation if we need it. And then we'll do the same from the opposite side. So I think that the ratio is 2 mortar, 2 sand, 1 grout, and then I'll add some water until it's like a peanut buttery consistency. And yeah, then we just slap it on there and make sure it's the right shape and keep it moving, I guess. I'm going to try it out. All right, so I've got my 2 parts sand, my 2 parts mortar, and my 1 part grout in here. And I'm gonna give this a mix before I add the water, just because consistency. Okay. Start with a little amount and then go up from there. You don't want it to be too thin or it'll fall off the wall. This is kind of what you want it to look like. It doesn't need to be too loose. It needs to be able to hold together. Make sure all your dry spots are out. And then let's find some gloves and pop this shit. Pop this shit in a crack. Okay, so I got my bucket down here to catch any fallout, right? I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm doing. Just gonna plop this shit up there and see if my consistency's right and if I've even got the right tool. I feel like I want to use the back of the tool. Just kind of smush her on there. I don't know, maybe I need a little more water, but okay. I don't know. And I don't know if anybody has worked with concrete before. I've done a little bit of concrete work, like pouring bollards and stuff like that. And once it has a minute to set up, then you can come back through and smooth it out a little bit. I mean, it's filling the gap, right? And I'm not having a lot go through to the other side, which is a problem we were having last time we tried this. I think maybe it was a little too wet. There's a little bit of fallout happening inside, but like I said, we're going to come in here and fill in the other side once we get the exterior covered. Well, I'm going to get after it, and that means stopping recording because it always slows me down. But I am going to get after it, and just remember, guys, you can do anything, really. Like, all you need is like a tiny bit of knowledge and the right tool, and you can fucking do anything, okay? Thanks for watching. If you feel like it, you could subscribe. That would be cool. It helps the channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Where we gonna go? I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me, to run away with me. Don't tell your friends, we'll let them know we're safe later.